everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Steelers going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, week 3 of the preseason. We're getting there. Opening night on the horizon. Here, the Madden video game even came out on Tuesday, so you know we're close. But this is the week you use as your dress rehearsal, isn't it?
It is. You go over everything as you would on opening day when it actually counts. They'll regulate how much the starters play, but this is probably the game they play the most in the preseason. And don't forget, after this game, the rosters get pared down to 75 guys.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know what, you become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful. Too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
The gun. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And an alley to run. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come up in an offset eye.
Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big tight end, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to get back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he won't go down. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They come up in an offset eye. The play clock's running down, and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A give to the fullback on the dive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. One quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. And we'll be back to South Florida after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. Green, Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, what a move. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. But not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on third down. Going deep here for Landry. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. and there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make this a second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 14 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. To throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On play action, they'll throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Dolphins are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Steelers will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. After the INT, offense comes out now. The pass ends up being picked off. Steelers defense comes away with the turnover. Now following the interception, they'll go to the ground and pound here, and he'll go in from 54 yards out. They strike first in the half. Now midway through the first, the quick pass and completion is made, and that connection will lead to a gain of 44 yards. Dolphins have it later on the drive. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and that's a house call. We're tied back up at 7. They take it at the 33-yard line. Pass coverage will break down here, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now to late in the first half, under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Steelers will come away with the football. Now following the pick, the run will go outside to the left here, and he'd go in for the 30-yard touchdown. The Steelers up now by 14.
All right, Larry, these two teams back. out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big tight end, 56 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Marshall, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now that has to be frustrating for the offense. They caught him in a dime package. 6 defensive backs on the field. If you're going to run draw and run your big guys and smaller people, you should have success on that play. Instead, the defense won the battle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. And taken right at the 35. Look at the dance and the juke. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Yeah, the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They'll They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On third down, Roethlisberger surveying the field. Look at the time. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Hold on. Defense. The penalty is declined.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion, because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start offense.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. 3rd and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dime. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post for a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The play clock's running down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Three down. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Green 39. Green 39.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Leopard. Here we go. Detroit. Set. 319.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Encroachment defense. Still 1st down.
Play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Roethlisberger. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Keith Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So that drives 7 plays in length and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They come out here in the eye. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Hey, we got three. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot. Let's go. 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Love the excitement we got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Roethlisberger, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off the athlete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They run with Taylor. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Whoosh. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
They'll have to be careful how they handle this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now they're in the hurry up.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get it to the 20. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go
Dinner,
for 3.
Dinner on you, my good.
Trying to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Give them 16 on the pickup, and the Dolphins have a first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Charlie. Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll set up to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters was
into a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.